Hello and welcome back to this very special edition of the Chronicles of a Gooner. As ever, I'm your host Harry Symeou, and as you can see, this edition of the podcast, the short edition I have to say, is coming live from a beach in Cyprus. I'm in Larnaca, to be specific, enjoying the sun, having a holiday, but I thought I'd bring you some reaction to the victory over Burnley yesterday. I had the pleasure of sitting out here and watching it in the sun and sipping on a few cold beers, and for those of you that have been to Cyprus, you'll know Kio is the one, or Geo as we call it. So yeah, just a few thoughts on the victory over Burnley. I thought that Danny Ceballos made a huge impact. I thought he was brilliant in the middle of the park, showed some silky touches, the ability to carry the ball. He's good at drawing a foul or two as well. I think that Danny Ceballos was fantastic, but I also think that he will learn very quickly in the Premier League that players are not going to allow you to do that and run rings around them without chopping you down. So he's going to have to toughen up a little bit, and he's going to have to take that. But in terms of his ability and the way he played yesterday, was fantastic. And I know that Granit Xhaka has been a real favourite of Unai Emery's, but you do get the feeling that Emery's going to have a real difficulty selecting the team next week if Xhaka's available again, because Ceballos was brilliant. Guendouzi was good next to him without being spectacular, but he kind of done his job. Some people have sort of pointed to him for Burnley's equaliser, but I think that's a little bit harsh, because I think if that pass doesn't deflect, then David Luiz is in the right position to cut it out before it gets through to Barnes. So a little bit harsh, I think, to pick on individuals for that goal. I thought when Pepe came on, he looked really explosive, and that's what we want to see from Pepe, isn't it? We want to see that explosion of pace, some good bits of skill as well, which were really enjoyable to watch. So yeah, positives there as well. David Luiz at the back, we know that David Luiz is not the most solid of defenders. Nobody expects that from him. But what David Luiz does give us, and I said this from the day we signed him, is that he gives us that composure and ability to play out from the back. Sometimes it's a little bit risky, but he's very confident on the ball, very comfortable, has a very good touch for a central defender, and I think that will be of real benefit to Unai Emery's side, because we know that Unai Emery likes that. We know that he wants to be able to play out from the back, and with this new rule where you can play a goal kick short into your own box, it feels like we're going to be doing that more and more, maybe putting a little bit more pressure on ourselves. So I'd rather have David Luiz doing that than Socrates, put it that way. David Luiz is, like I said, very comfortable on the ball. I thought Arsenal in spells and in moments were really good yesterday, but there were still those defensive fragilities that we've seen cost us over the last few years. So a little bit of cause for concern there, but it is early on in the season. We haven't won our first 2 games for 10 years, I think it is now. So a really positive start, but 2 huge tests coming around the corner with Liverpool away, and then Spurs at the Emirates Stadium. I will be back for Spurs. I'll still be away for Liverpool, but I'll be watching it out here, and I'll be bringing you reaction to that as well. Just to let you know, for those of you who listen on the podcast format, there won't be a podcast version of this, because I don't have the capability to convert the audio and upload it the way that I normally do. I didn't bring my laptop with me on holiday on purpose, because I need a break, and I'm spending time with my family. So I've left it back home. So just a couple of quick videos will be coming your way over the next couple of weeks. And if you haven't already, like, subscribe, and we'll be bringing you more reaction to the Arsenal. And I'll tell you one thing, if you ever go to a hot country on holiday, do not take an Arsenal shirt with you. You'll sweat buckets, not the right material. So until next time, take care of yourselves, and up the Arsenal.